gosh. We had, been watching a movie for quite a while, Saturday afternoons, and sorry, I'm trying to do two things at one time. Anyways, gosh, geez, wait. Anyways, we, before made sure we started the movie early enough to then, for me to go live on time. But for quite a few weeks now, I have been either really not feeling good in the hospital or just incredibly tired. And so we kind of got into the habit more of starting the movies a little bit later. And they've been going like to the grocery store and stuff. And so we just didn't start it in time for me to go, at my normal, what would be my normal time. So that's why I'm just a little later today, which is fine. It's not a big deal to me. I'm still working on this beautiful Valentine's Day one, which, yes, it is like considered a Valentine's Day one, but I mean, it's also just like a beautiful one of Hannah Lynn's girls. So I would work on this any time of the year, except I don't know. I'm kind of weird. Like when I do my paintings, I like it to match whatever's going on. So if I'm gonna do like a Halloween painting, I want it to be in like September, October. Like I want it to match either the holiday or the season. And this one, even though it's, like I said, a Valentine's Day one, I would do this most of the year, except for like, I wouldn't want to do this one in like the fall or the dead winter. And except for, I know it's winter right now, but it's also around Valentine's Day. So I'm going to pick my part of my table up here, so you guys might shake a little bit for a minute anyways. And yeah, didn't really shake too bad that time. So oh, I forgot, I had a couple drills that I didn't even notice when I put them in, that they had like a little black spot on them, and it was standing out really bad. So I had to pull them out, and I forgot to put them in, which I don't want to forget to do that. So do that right now. Anyways, so we watched, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie oh, for crying out loud, I'm mixing it up now with the other one. It's my husband is literally sitting in front of me with the biggest smile on his face because he knows the answer, and he knows I'm trying, and he's just sitting there grinning. I can see it from behind him. World War Z, I think, right? That's what it's called. World Z. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So with Brad Pitt in it, it's a zombie movie. I've seen it a few times, but especially if you like those kind of movies, it's one of my favorite zombie movies. I think it's just done really well. There's a lot to the story plot in it, and I don't know. It's one of the ones that I do like. I was confusing it with my daughter was talking about War of the Worlds earlier, so my brain was like getting those two mixed up, and I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it. But I figured it out with no help from him. All right, let me grab the chat real quick so I can see who we have in here. And I can say hello to all you lovelies. Okay. There we go. So I'm not sure if I should probably check. I'm going to check to see because JT is it JT TMJ? Oh, now I'm just all over the place because I know, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay, sorry. I'm checking to see if Jeremy's going live tonight or not. He hasn't been like steady going live on Saturdays, so I wasn't I wasn't sure, which he's not. It doesn't look like he's going tonight. So, we might have some extra time, which I mean, it doesn't technically matter because me and him have talked about this many times and neither one of us are worried about it. Like if I go over, which I do a lot of times, um it's not a big deal. Like people can watch who they want to watch, and it doesn't. I don't know. It's just not this big. I'm not competitive when it comes to two people live at the same time. You know what I mean? Like you can go to see who you want to see, and that's okay. So anyways, okay. So we have Yvonne. Hello. Angelina. Hello. I don't know if that's the Angelina that had got something from me. If it is, it has gone out. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember the last name. I just remember the first name. Robin. Hello. Hello. Yvonne says Jeremy will not be live. He has been working 12-hour days. Oh yeah. I know about those. Not from me, but from my husband when, he's done that sometimes 6 days a week. When he was younger, he even did 7 days sometimes. But that's been a while, but let's see. But I'm glad he's, getting overtime at least. Overtime's always good. Let's see. And then we have Diamond Sparkle Chase. Hello, welcome. Glad that you could be here. So, big change here. Since my daughter knows now, and she's, my husband forgot to tell me this, so all week I am really like I have a hard time with not talking to, people that I'm close to about things that, I might just, I don't know. I process things by talking about them. And, hold on. I'm trying to, why is my light pad not working? Did I unplug it? I did. Oh, what an idiot I am. Okay, sorry. Hold on. I gotta plug in my light pad because I've done without the light pad a lot, but it's harder when it's like dark outside. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so Seth came home on Monday and at like noon, which he doesn't ever get home till at least 3. And so I was like, and he had this like folder of what I could see his name on it and paperwork in hand or in it. And I was like, are you sick? What's going on? He's like, no, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, they have been really slow lately. So I was like, did you get laid off? Which would be weird because he is like the last to get laid off. Those of you that don't know, my husband's a welder. And anyway, he's been there for 22 years and he's like the last to get laid off. So I was like, did you get laid off? And he goes, no. And he like started to hand me the envelope. And then he basically was just kind of like, just a second. And he got coffee and then he came in here and sat down. And like anytime he comes in here and sits down with his coffee, like, and talks to me, like before he goes and has his like time by himself, I was like, I knew something was up at that point. And so unfortunately the company that my husband works for closed. and he will be out of a job come this June. So, it was, I literally had just made myself something to eat, and like instantly was just like that pit in your stomach. I know some people go to food when they're stressed. I like cannot eat when I'm stressed or upset or anything really. It just turns me off of food. And I like couldn't even eat. And I was just like, he's like, don't ask me about your questions, because of course he knows me pretty well. And so he's like, don't ask me a bunch of questions. I don't have answers right now. Like he had just found out himself and was processing. I mean, like I said, he's been there for 22 years, since he was 18. And and this was unexpected. There was no, it just was unexpected. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm like, and he's like, and I'd, prefer if you didn't talk to anybody about that. And I was like, I totally get that. So I was just like, um, asking him if I could talk to one of my friends. And he's like, if you need to talk to somebody, yes. But I was really good, and I kept my mouth shut, and I had to not even, it was hard because I couldn't even really talk to her because the kids were up and around, and we hadn't told them yet. So yesterday I went in and I was like, are we gonna tell the kids this weekend? Because I'm like dying here. And he's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. I already told them. So he had told them, and it's they didn't say anything about it because I'm sure they knew that I knew already. So anyway, um, it's just definitely gonna be a change, but who knows? These things, sometimes God can turn them around, and maybe it'll be a good thing. I don't have any idea what's gonna happen. Um, Insurance is my biggest worry right now. There's this thing called like Cobra, but apparently it's like really expensive. So I'm not sure. That's my biggest concern at the moment. But he, and we know he has a job through June, so he has time, and then he should be able to get, like he'll get severance pay. I don't know how much, because he kind of went over it a little bit, but again, he asked me to not ask him any questions, so I didn't. So I don't know for sure about all of that. So, and for me, anything unknown is always kind of nerve-wracking, but I know it'll work out, and I'm sure. I think I really do think that after everything's said and done, it could be a really good thing. And this company, I can't say a bad thing really about them. They take care of of their employees. They've been an excellent company for him, and when they downsized a while ago, they did bonuses, and they did severances for those people that got let go. And so, and they don't have to do that. They can, and it's great that they do, but it's not something that it's like mandatory that they have to do. So, this company won't be like shutting down. They have companies or plants elsewhere. So basically, like if you go to the mall or lots of places, it will say like LK, like on the drinking fountain or on the side of like a sink or a big cabinet or whatever, and that's the company that he has been employed for all this time. I mean, they've had different names. They've got bought out twice, I think. Which one of those times happened to be like, I believe it was April 1st, and he came home and said something like, so I can't remember how he worded it, but it was something in the matter of like, because the company was called SSP, and they were being bought out by LK, and he's like, well, I'm no longer employed by SSP, and I'm like, what? I cannot remember. I swear, like, Maddie was just born or something had happened too recently that was an added stress to that. And I'm just like, are you kidding? No, I was pregnant. I was pregnant. That's what it was. Because it was, I swear it was April 1st when he did that to me. So I should have known. I should have known. But I didn't. And then he was like, no, I'll still be with them. It's just a different company. I was like, you little turd. He got me that one, and then on April 1st, the other one that he really got me was one that was on Sunday, and he went to church. I was homesick, and he texted me that the kitchen in the church had like caught fire and all this stuff, and I'm just like, I was at home freaking out, and yeah, it was April Fool's Day. Like, why did I not see? Yeah. I sometimes I'm very gullible and I don't always think about things beyond like what you're saying to me in this moment. Anyway. So that happened this week. So that was kind of a big deal. Again, I'm really trying to focus on the fact that I think it'll turn out well. There's so many things that he could do. Now, could he still weld? Will he still weld? Possibly. There's high demand for that right now. And, if that's what he has to do, then he'll do it. But it'll be nice if he could find something that, he likes better and, that still manages to give us health insurance and all that good stuff. So, because that's kind of something, we kind of need. Even if I wasn't sick right now, and even if Maddie didn't have diabetes, like, you still need health insurance. It's just one of those things. It's like car insurance. You don't want to use it, but you need it in case you have to use it, Okay, so now we have Crashly. Hello. Wait. I read that wrong. My bad. Sorry. Crashly's evil twin brother. Thank you. I love the color too. And this was my defense yesterday because the nail polish said seafoam green, even though they were like, I don't know if that's green. And then they didn't pinch me. So just so that I had the added defense, I had to get my little like shamrock cover minder that I had, and like I used it as a brooch, which you can do because these things they're so strong, like the magnets are so strong on them that you can use them as a brooch if you wanted to. And so yeah, that's what I did, and it worked. So I should have pinched Maddie though because she wasn't.
Why did I pinch you?
I was wearing green nails. They're green. They are. But the bottle says seafoam green. So that means that they are a green. My husband was wearing green, but it was like the darkest color green you could probably find.
Nuh-uh. You're going to say your nails are green, but
his shirt was green, but it was a dark green.
It was like evergreen, like pine tree green.
Do you know what evergreen is? Find me. Are you coloring over there with something? I don't think I have a green dark enough even in my the ones that I'm using in this painting. Maybe meh. Okay. That green was about the color of his green.
Let me see that.
Come here.
That'll be right.
Do you hear how she talks to me? Green.
It's a little darker.
Oh gosh, you're just yes, see? Thank you. She agreed. So y'all saw that green. It's a dark green. And if that was going to pass as a green, then my nails better pass as a green. Because my nails were seafoam green. So, and I even had lettering on the bottle. So, yeah. Anyway, oops, I'm using, I guess I could use my 10 placer. I need to get some some more black on my tray because I have my 10 placer. I don't even use my, which I have a video that I need to edit and get out because I've been asked by quite a few people how I diamond paint without a single placer, which it's pretty self-explanatory for the most part, but I know there's a lot of like newer people that might not be, that might, you know, it might not be so self-explanatory to them, especially if they have not been experienced in using multi-placers. But yeah, I don't even use the single. Like maybe every couple days I might use it for something. I have it next to me in case I need it. Because it also has my, it's got my little straightener on it. But I don't, yeah, I just don't, I don't know. I don't use it. I've gotten out of the habit quite a while ago. I usually have like either 5, 6, or 7. And then on the other side, I'll have anywhere from a 10 to a 15, depending on the painting that I'm working on. And so right now I have a 10 and a 7, I believe. Just because there's not a lot of like, besides her face, her skin, there isn't huge, like really long lines of the same color. There's some, but not enough to warrant having like a 15 placer or anything on there. I had an 11. I had an 11 at some point. I had like I think a 5 and an 11 or something at one point, but I changed it out because I had been using those for a long time and they were warranted to go, even though I had used the nail file and I had done all the things. You know, it gets to a point where they're just not, it's just not going to work anymore. So, but anyways, I probably will still put that video out just so that the people that asked about it will be able to kind of just see how you can totally paint an entire painting with multi-placers. And you can start with smaller ones if that makes you more comfortable. You know, or if you already use bigger ones, then using bigger ones is, I find, to be a little bit, or at least having a bigger one is easier to do that, to do the single part if you're going to do that. I don't know. I know I'm not making much sense. I'll make a video and explain myself a little bit more. Finish editing the video anyways. So, let's see. La 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 la.
Mom, you never excuse me.
You never know. Yeah, I know. That's Angela, that's exactly the thing that like freaks me out. What? Maddie?
You never excuse my absence on Thursday.
Oh, I didn't?
Says an excuse.
Oh, I thought I did. I thought she called me. I'll call her. Anyways, Angela, yeah, that's always the fear, you know, is that that they won't. But he already kind of told me and reassured, like, because people are gonna know that they're closing. There's other companies in town that are needing welders. My mom was even telling me there was one with a sign up that said, you know, needed, and so he'll probably be getting calls about it. And so if he has to do that, then, you know, he'll do it. So I'm not worried about him like not getting a job because he also has been at the same place, like I said, 22 years at the same place. He doesn't call in, you know, at the last minute for just no reason. He's very, very reliable. He does his job well. He works really hard. He has an amazing work ethic. Like, he really, really does. And so I don't I don't think that finding a job will be hard. I just worry about, I want him to find something that'll make him happy and that he'll want to go. I mean, no, sometimes you don't want to go to work, but you know what I mean? Like something that he won't dread or that won't be so stressful. Um, those are the things that I am more thinking about versus like not having a job at all. He'll get severance pay. He can get unemployment during that time. And so, and like I said, I don't know how long that severance pay lasts. I can't remember, but, yeah. So, hello, Nicole. Is welding a big thing where you are? I don't know if it's like where I am, but I mean, I know of 3 like big companies that, you know, have welders. My dad is a welder and has been a welder like all of his life. So, I mean, Seth could get a job there like in a nanosecond because my dad has been there since he was 18. So, that wouldn't be, yeah. So I don't know. It's definitely, depends on what kind of welding you do because there's different types of welding. You know, there's like really crazy, like actually pretty dangerous and lots of training to be like an under the sea welder. And then there's, you know, welding just little things. There's welding big beams, like that's what my dad does. So like when we had Northtown Mall here in Spokane built, my dad welded like a lot of the support beams to put that mall up. Seth does and has been trained more with like I said, drinking fountains, cabinets, sinks. Like one of their biggest clients was Starbucks. They had the Starbucks account for, gosh, I don't even know how long. And so all the new Starbucks that were going up all over the place, that's who they got their kitchen sinks and cabinets from, was through my husband's company. Like Seth was doing those. Hospitals, you know, they had hospital clients. Seth even like I don't know what you would say, engineered. He like made it, put it together, the model together that they used at the hospital. So that they were like the touchless ones, especially when COVID happened. They were deemed necessary here, vital, because of doing all that they do for like, you know, schools and hospitals. And they were trying to get touchless things everywhere, you know. So that was what I think, and because they were doing things for the hospitals. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, which I don't know, but they were doing like they were donating things to the hospitals as well. So, like I said, this company has been really good to work for, the owners of the company. So, let's see. What's the welding chosen? Michigan. Yeah, I've heard that, but we ain't moving. That is not happening. Nope. 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 Not unless my mom wants to come and my grandma wants to come. I ain't going nowhere. I am way too dependent on my mom and my grandma. Like, yeah. I mean, if I absolutely had to, I could put my big girl pants on and do it, but I wouldn't be happy about it. And it would be really, really hard, especially with like health concerns and stuff, because they help me so much. And I hope when I'm better and, you know, as my grandma gets older, that I can then help her You know, because she's in her 80s and she still helps me with like, not like doing physical things for me, more just like she drives me places and is supportive. And um, like she's hired Alex to do the lawn and the snow shoveling, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, and she lives like 5 minutes from here. And so I'm just, yeah, I'm really, really close with my grandma. I would hate to move away from my sister as well, but I have done that. We've been apart a lot, which sucks, but we have, because they lived in Germany for a lot of years and they've lived in Seattle area for a lot of years. They've only been in Spokane for the past couple of years. So most of our adult lives, we have not lived together or around each other. And now it's nice though, because she literally lives like a mile, I think it's a mile and a half away from me. And so yeah, we're so close, but yet our kids still aren't in the same school district, which is stupid. We are on the what do they call that? The line, you know, the oh gosh, it's not proper. The borderline of the districts. And so if we were on the other side of the road, uh, we would be in a different district. So, yeah, I hated that because the other district is, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. We'll just say that. That's the one that I grew up in. And I would love, especially for like high school, with Maddie next year for her to go there, but it's not going to happen because we're not close enough. So, and I think she wants to go to the same school Alex goes to, and you know, people that she knows and is starting to, you know, get friends there and all that good stuff. So, let's see, April. Hello, April. And sorry, I'm just reading. I'm trying to get caught up. Okay, so I don't know if you're talking to me about the new Hannah. But hold on a second and I'll answer that question if it was for me. And hello, Margaret. Welcome. I don't remember seeing your name in here, so welcome. I'm glad you could be here. And I'm going to go now. Tired to get ready for bed soon. Okay, Angela, I hope you have a great night. Get some rest, get some sleep. I know for a lot of you guys, it's, 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours like later than it is for me because I am on the west side of the country. My brother is a welder. What kind of welder is your husband? I don't know what you would I don't know what you would call it. I just know what he does. Like, like I said, cabinets, sinks, like the big sinks, all of that kind of big stuff. That's kind of what he does. So, well, I'm so glad you could be here, Margaret. Hopefully, you can come and when it's a little, this isn't as, this is a later one, and I don't have much to show you guys tonight, but I have new stuff coming, and I'm really, 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 really hoping it'll be here by next week, because, I haven't really had much new stuff for the shop lately, and there's, been different reasons for that, plus, being sick and not really being able to do my lives like I was, which sucked because I always love going live and you guys always make me in a better mood, and I always enjoy it, but I've been so tired over, the past few months, and this last like round of being septic really has took a toll on like my tiredness. I just am completely wiped out still from it. And knowing that there's surgery coming up, and I have to have another MRI, and there's just some problems with the doctor, which I know that we've talked about that before in here. And there's, oh man, I mean, I saw him on Wednesday, and I felt like, and I know this isn't the right word, and he is such a good doctor, and I really hate saying anything like negative at all, because he is a amazing oncologist. He really is. And people come all over the world to see him for oncology. However, I don't think that he is a fantastic like wound doctor. He doesn't, he's an oncologist surgeon, and he has been just completely baffled and not has no idea what to do, which, I mean, he's not the only doctor that has been that way and felt that way. At my appointment, he was like, you're so frustrating. And then he was like, I mean, not you, you're just your situation, not you. Like, and he is retiring at the end of the month, and I feel like he's just checked out at this point. And I'm just kind of over it, because I feel like I'm not getting the proper care, and I feel like they've kind of just, he's pushed me to the side for a long time, and if I hadn't called and done anything, I felt like I was just gonna be sitting here on the wound vac, in and out of the hospital forever. And the things I asked him, he basically put down right away, and I felt, again, I don't think this is the right word to use, but this is the one that comes to mind, but I felt like bullied almost. Like, because he's a doctor and he has a degree, and obviously he knows way more about medical stuff than I do, I would say something and he'd be like, "Oh, no, 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 no. That's not the case." Or, "Nope, nope, nope, that wouldn't happen." And it's like, "Okay, but you aren't here with me 3 days a week when my nurses change, the vac, and they know me. They've been coming here 3 days a week for 2 years." So it's frustrating. And when I said something about how, like, the last infection started, and because of the improper way they put the wound vac on, and the fact that there was no foam and there was no area for it to get any of the stuff out, it got infected. But nope, they blamed me because I took it off early, to then put gauze in while we waited, which is what they would have instructed me to do. Anyways, but they were like, "Oh no, you should have left it." I should not have left it. I'm not stupid, and I know what it looked like. I have pictures, I have videos. So yeah, I know you guys have been like, "Lawyer, lawyer, lawyer." Trust me, I am getting there. Like, after talking to my mom and grandma again, like they're there too at this point. And so I'll talk to somebody and see what they say. But the putting the vac on incorrectly, leaving it, not fixing it, and then blaming me for it, basically, because I took it off a day early, before my nurse was there, because I was getting a giant blood blister, and it was just absolutely appalling the way it was put on. And it was the second time that they had done that after surgery. It had been put on incorrectly. And my nurse, she was like, "I don't say this lightly, but that's negligent." And I know he's not the one that did it, but it was a member of his surgical team, and he should be making sure they know how to do their job. And especially after putting it on wrong last time, he should have really made sure they knew what they were doing this time, and they didn't. It was even worse this time. So I'm finally at that point where I'm like, I still don't want to like badmouth him as a doctor, as an oncologist, but as a wound doctor, and somebody that I just feel has kind of checked out and doesn't really feel like he can fix it anyways at this point, and I don't know. It's messed up. Messed up. No, April, so her, I don't know if she still does a channel or not, to be honest. Um, my last name is Lion, so this is the Shine Like a Diamond. Her channel had her name in it. And I don't know if she's putting out videos or not. So, yeah. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. And hello, Mary and Wendy. You may need to do this prior to his retirement. Well, it's already kind of in the works. I don't want to say too much yet because I want to actually like talk to them, but it will be more of the hospital and the surgical team, because they're the ones that really did the mistake twice. So I don't know if he would be held responsible being the doctor. Yeah, I know, but it was done at a hospital, and it was done twice at that hospital with the surgical team. So I'm not sure about all that. And I'm not out to get anything either. I just want it to not happen to anybody else. Like, I want this nurse person to know what she's doing or he's doing, so that way this doesn't happen to somebody, especially to somebody that doesn't know any better. I mean, I've had a wound vac now for 2 years, and if this was somebody that was brand new, like, they would have had no idea that anything was done incorrectly. And when I say incorrectly, it major incorrectly. And yeah. So I remember I saw your last video and remember your story. I'm glad you're here and doing this live. Thank you, April. I'm glad that you're here too. You guys always lift my spirits up. Because there's sometimes I'm like so tired. I'm like, oh. And some days I'm like, do I want to go live tonight? Especially if I'm tired and just kind of worn out. And then I do. And then it gives me like, I don't know, motivation, energy. It makes me, I always end up feeling so much better. It's like a release, being able to, talk to you guys and just yeah, and most of you know, like, I don't usually sit and talk about it in my lives because I just don't want to be that person. But right now it's what's at my mind. It's what's on my mind, and that's why this week is, I guess, a little bit different. But also because I had to, thank all of you guys who have helped and donated to the GoFundMe that Jenny and Brandy are doing. Grace, even though she wasn't like the person that did the GoFundMe, she put on a 12-hour live. And I'm still so like blown away by that. That I can't even really talk about it. I just am very, very, very grateful for you guys that participated and that have helped with that, because it's taken a huge burden off of my shoulders. Like I've said, anything helps, even just sharing it, because Lord, I know, not everybody is in a place that they can help financially. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be right now, and I get it. And so, even people who are able to share it, like, I am just so grateful and so appreciative to for Jenny and Brandy, and then also for Grace. Really got the ball rolling. So it's crazy, and it blows my mind that I, I wouldn't say I'm somebody that has like low self-esteem, but it still blows my mind that there are people out there that I've not met that care enough about me to go on and do something um, to this magnitude. So if that makes sense, it's just um, I, yeah, I'm not. I can't. I don't have words. I really don't. I don't have words um, for it. I keep saying thank you to them and to everybody, and I'm like, I feel like I should say more, and I don't, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes thank you doesn't feel like it's enough. Um, and I don't think it is, but I don't have anything else. So, um, changing the subject, I can't remember who asked about if I got the Hannah today. I will be. I don't know if the person that got it wants me to say that they were the one that got it. Sometimes certain people can be private about like donating to somebody or getting something to somebody. So I always want to make sure that that person's comfortable with me sharing that information. But yeah, one of my good friends on here got that one, and the astronaut, because I don't have enough points for. And I know it's a diamond painting, but I know you guys, out of everybody, get it. I was like, when I saw that one, I was like so literally like heartbroken. I was like, that is one that have like, I just wanted so bad. And it's a bigger one, so it's, one that's more expensive. And I didn't have enough points. And yeah, I was just like so crushed. And so I'm like more than excited. Um, and you know, I there was a point I had all the Hannah that were that DAC had released. That isn't the case anymore, but I'm okay with that. I really am, because I have a lot. I have a lot of them. I am I'm super blessed to have the ones that I have, and I have other ones too. And I mean, I have enough diamond paintings to get me through quite a while, which is good, because I've been, this is something that, thank God that it was my leg and not like my arm or something, because I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't have worked on my shop and worked on diamond paintings, because I am not a just sit here, watch a movie without doing something else. Like I'm very what's the word? Um I don't know. I'm a multitasker person, and I just don't like like Maddie likes to watch movies with subtitles. I have a harder time doing that because I am doing other things while I'm watching a movie. So if I have to watch a movie with subtitles, then I can't do anything else because I have to watch the subtitles the whole time. So yeah, that's the other reason why I'm so, like, I so hate being in the hospital, because I hate just sitting there or laying there. And the only time that, I don't go crazy is when I really feel like crap, or like this last time I was so tired that I slept most of the time I was there. Which they said I was positive for COVID, but I had no symptoms, nor did anybody in the house um test positive or have like major symptoms of COVID. So I don't know. I came home and took a COVID test when I got home, and it was negative. So I really don't know. I don't know. I know that there's more false negatives than false positives, but I have had friends that have gone in and been tested, and then they've retested them, and it was wrong. So I know what happens, and I'm still convinced that I would have had some symptoms because it's me. My whole couch just shook, and that just like scared the crap out of me. Then I realized it was my cat who stood up and was like shaking because he was stretching. But it's not like we even get earthquakes, but we've had little ones, and like they're so minor, but they kind of feel like what just happened, and that just like made my heart jump to my throat for a second. My cat, of course, scaring me. Always does that. I remember. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna visit a small world. Mm, so, okay, so here's the thing that I was, because, it is 8 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner, so I do need to get off here soon so I can eat, but I wanted to give you guys, so Hannahthon is happening. I have, my partner, Brandy, she's done it with me ever since, I started it. And so she helps, do a lot of it if I can't. And I also have other people that have offered to help if need be. So, of course, we are going to be pursuing that. I cannot wait for the first Hannahthon, though, that I am, like, healthy again, because it's going to be that one. Because I have so many ideas that I want to do, and some of them are a lot more time consuming and are a lot more work, and I might just not quite have that energy yet. So I can't wait for that first Hannahthon that'll be the case. But so it does start on April 1st, as always, and it'll go through the whole month of April. And we do it by you get points throughout the month by doing like progress pictures and showing us things that we might ask you, answering questions, coming to a live, and participating somehow, which is what we're doing tonight. So yes, we know it is not April yet, but what is more fun than just getting a little jump start? If you plan on doing the Hannahthon, or even possibly want to do the Hannahthon, then I suggest doing this because it's so dang easy. So easy. In the comments below, not in the chat, because that is too hard for me and Brittany to like go through the chat and find everything. In the comments, so like after the live ends, in the comment part, we want you to put which Hannah Lynn you think I'm gonna do, and which Hannah Lynn you think Brandy is gonna do. So you'll get a point for each guess, and you'll get 2 points if you get either one correct. So let's say you guessed I was doing this one. Obviously, I'm not, because I'm doing it now. But like, let's say you guessed I was doing this one, and this is the one I was doing. You would get 2 points. And then if you guessed Brandy was doing, which one did she do last time? I'm trying to remember. She did the kitty one, I can't remember what it's called. One of the cat one. And so, like, let's say you guessed that one and that's the one she was going to do. You would get 4 points. Or if you guessed one and that wasn't the one, you would get 2 points for me and 1 point for her. Does that make sense? So basically, you get 1 point if you guess, and 2 points if you guess correctly. And that's for both of us. So you could get a total of 4 points, which, before the event even starts, like, you can't go wrong with that. In Diamond Art Club, is one of our donators this time. Again, they have been. They donate $50 gift cards, and we always do like we'll have 2 runner-ups and then a grand prize winner. So the 2 runner-ups will each get a $50 gift card for Diamond Art Club. And then the grand prize winner will get a gift card and then a bunch of other fun things. So, yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. And the donators, we always have awesome donators. And me and Brandy both donate. I have a Etsy shop of cover binders, if you didn't know that. And so I always do a $25 gift card to my shop. Brandy also, I do nails, but I do not sell nails. Brandy does nails and sells nails, and she is really good at it. So she has a shop, and so if that's something that you're interested in getting a set of like glue-on nails, or she also gives you the option to have the little like sticker things, that you can stick them on your nails with if you, let's say, you didn't want to wear them for a long time or whatever. And so and then there will be other ones that we will announce later on, but those are the first. And then also alongside the gift card, you'll also get a do I have it? Here we go. You'll get a Hannahthon, either like this. I don't have the other one out here, which they're a circle, or you get one in like the frame like this. And then you will also get, this will be the one this time given away. So yeah, this is a if I can open it. It is let me open one that actually has something in it. These are not on the shop yet. They will be soon. Maybe even this week. Oh gosh. Anyways, so yeah, you can put your cover binders in there, and like if you're gonna go somewhere and you want to bring your stuff with you, these are really, really nice for putting your cover binders in. So it will be this one, as I said, and then you'll also get the cover binder to go with it, which it might not match. I don't know if I have this cover binder one still. We will have to see. So yeah, so that will be the ones that I know of so far. Now I want to finish this little section, and then I want to show you guys some stuff, and I'm not sure what is today. So today, yeah, I'll probably start it tomorrow, because I didn't make the code yet, and I want to get that going, and I'll probably it'll go through Easter, which Easter is, I believe, is the 9th of April. I think. I hope, because yeah. Anyways, so I have quite a few Easter cover binders. So I'm going to show you some. I also have some coming that I really hope will be here like soon, because you want them now so that you can use them around Easter and before Easter, right? You don't buy, I mean, yes, you can buy obviously things after, but I have people buy Christmas things year round, and because especially if I put them on sale, because then you'll have it when it comes time for that. So I'm going to show you those. And then there's a couple other things that I've gotten new that aren't quite on the shop yet, but they will be. And if you're interested in them, then all you have to do is message me and say, hey, I'm really interested in seeing these. Doesn't obligate you to buy them, of course. And then I am a little bit quicker on getting them up onto the site. I try to do it before I show them, but sometimes that just doesn't happen, which that was today. I don't know why. I have no excuse. I was just kind of being lazy today and didn't do it. So I'll show you what those are, and then yeah, you can just message me. And I will be adding things tomorrow as well, because some of the things like aren't a big deal, and so most of the times I want to show you guys everything before it goes up and give you guys like the first dibs basically. But some of the items I've had for so long that I just haven't put up because they're just like smaller items. But I seriously, you guys, I'm so excited for the new stuff coming because I mean, there's going to be some really cool stuff that I don't have anything like it at all. And if you have any suggestions for cover minders, I love hearing that. I love hearing about it because I like getting cover minders that maybe aren't out there, that you can't find, or that I don't have, and maybe I don't know. I like a challenge. Yes, I have looked for 10 hours for a certain type of cover minder before that somebody asked me to do because I just like a challenge and I like having unique items. Obviously, there are things that people are going to have. I mean, you get something, somebody else gets it. It's bound to happen. Got over that a long time ago because I've had a shop now for I started my shop in 19, so it's been quite a while. So I've had a lot of time to not get my feelings hurt or something if somebody has the same thing that I do after I post it. So not a big deal. Okay, so I only have one more color. Where is it? There it is. Why? I love pinks. The pink cover minders, the pink paintings and the teal ones are like my favorite because those are like my favorite colors. And as far as the DMC codes go, the teals and the blues are my favorite. I love me my pinks. I do. But as far as DMC goes, yeah, I think that the teal ones are gonna win. So this is how I do my single placing, you guys. You can do one on each corner. You can even do it like one in the middle, and then you just pop them in just like that. And it takes up less time because instead of going back and forth for like one by one, you just go like that. And then, yeah, you get 3 on there instead of 1. It goes by faster, and I think it's fun to like give yourself a little bit of a challenge. Do something different. I also like using tweezers with my square paintings because it's different. So I always have my tweezers next to me, and I kind of go back and forth depending. And I like to do like checkerboarding too, which is fun. So, okay. So I'm going to put that there. I don't know. It's kind of early, so just a minute. I'm going to be off in a minute. Okay. So we have these two are not Easter, but I did just get them again, and I know these two are ones that people ask me about a lot. I wish I could turn on like a light that would make them like that you could actually see them a little bit better. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Hello, Dixie, and thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. And color and chat with Joanne. Hello. I am feeling pretty good today. Just a little bit tired, but you know, I'll take that. Um, bird cover reminders. I have 7 of them to do. Those birds are too cute. I will definitely look into that. Yes, they do have a lot of Looney Tune ones coming out. I was actually supposed to do some, and there was a mix-up. So yeah, but yes, I'll have to look into those. That is a really, really, really good idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna shine it just so you guys can see it a little bit when it like look at that. Look at that. Is that not so pretty? I mean, oh, I love this one. There's that one. And then I don't know, a lot of people like the star and moon. Um, you know, star, moon, and sun. So that's that one. So there are a few of each of those. And then we've got so many bunnies, you guys. I'm not even going to pull all of them out, but they're so cute. You know, you've got the gray ones and you've got the white and pink ones. And you got brown ones. And I mean, there's so many varieties of bunnies. I actually am hoping to get the other bunnies that I ordered that are a little bit more, they're just a little bit more, I guess you could say. They're coming as well. I get these cute little bunnies, and there's a yellow, a pink, a green, and a blue. So, oh, goodness, come on now. So there's all these colors. And then these are one of my favorites because I love them. They're like little bestie bunnies. Aren't they so cute? I don't know if the light on them is going to show the color a little bit better, but there's like a pink one and a white one. They're adorable. I love them. And then the other bunnies that I call white and milk chocolate, because that's what they remind me of, is like, you know, what you put in your kids' Easter baskets, the little chocolate bunnies. So there's those little ones. And then these guys. These ones are so pretty. Okay, so I don't know how many. The teal one, I think, was the most popular. So there might be only 1 or 2 of this teal one left. So you can see the color really good, like right like that, with the light not like really bright on it, but just kind of around it. But then look at this. Look how pretty and like shimmery that is. Love it. So there's the pink or the teal. Then you got the purple one. And oh, let me grab it out here. Let's see, do I have any more of the green? I think the greens got sold out. Yeah, the greens unfortunately got sold out. There is the diamond, just the plain old clear one. And then also your pink. So yes, all of these ones are gorgeous. The teal one I do think is my favorite though, which it obviously was everybody's favorite because there's only 1 or 2 left of those. Then we have the cute little chickadee duckies. And they like to jump together because the magnets are kind of strong. But we've got the pink, the teal, and the purple little chickadees hatching from their eggs. We have 2 of these left of the little Easter baskets. Which there's a pink one. and a purple. Let me see if a light will show you the colors a little bit better. So how cute are those? So cute. And then we've got the Easter eggs. We have green. And oh, you guys, sometimes. There's green, there's blue, and there is pink. So there they are. So those are the bigger Easter eggs. And then we've got the little Easter eggs, which, do I really only have yellow left in here? No, I don't. I have some blue here too. Let me see. Do I have any green little ones? I do. Hold on. I do. They're just, I guess I forgot that I put them the way that I just did them differently. So you've got these smaller ones, which I love these little cover reminders. See how pretty those colors are? Man, just showing the light on those colors like changes them completely. And I can't see your comments quite yet, you guys, because I'm using my flashlight on my phone to try to show you the comments. So those are more of the Easter eggs. And then there are more Easter eggs, which I don't know if I'll be able to show you them all because I don't know how many I have without magnets on them. And the ones with magnets, they really like to jump together because the magnets are just kind of strong, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. You want your magnets strong, otherwise, you know, they're not gonna do what you want them to do. So these are the cute little ones. Again, you can see the colors so much better with the light on them. So yeah, those are, I think those ones, I don't know why, but like those are my favorite. And I really, really like this one. That one's my favorite. It's like a lilac purple and just like a really, 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 really light seafoam green. I know it's kind of hard to see in this lighting. And then the last but not least, as far as Easter goes, nope, I lied. I guess I do have 2 more eggs. These are just your crystal eggs. So, and there's 2 of these. Once they're gone because the place that sold them is no longer in, yeah, they closed, sadly enough. But like you can see how shiny they are. They're so pretty. They're just basically, you know, a little egg that's got a bunch of little diamonds on them. So there's 2 of those left. Then we've got these cute little guys. And I think there's 4. See, I told you, they'll jump. They're hopping bunnies. I think that's, there we go. Okay, so there is this one. It's like, it's got like almost like that plaid look to it, you know, like material. Then we have this one, which is similar to the other one, just inside out almost. Then we've got that white one. And then we have this one. Think that's all of the, nope, there's this one, which is a little bit bigger than that one is. And I think that's it. I believe it is. But yeah, this one is in person anyways. I think is the cutest. And that's my favorite I have. I had to keep one of those because they're just too cute. So that is all of the Easter stuff that I have right now. Like I said, I have more stuff coming. And if I get it throughout the week, you guys, I will, I'll put it on and I'll make an announcement. Make sure you're a part of the Shine Like a Diamond Facebook group, because I will announce in there too, so that way you guys know when they're gonna be in there, because I don't usually do that midway through the week, but because April is coming up, spring is coming up, I will definitely do that. The only thing I want to show you last, which we're gonna have another auction, but I gotta talk to some people first. But these will be in the auction, so just keep that in your mind. For the cover minder holders, we have 2 kitty cats right now. We have the narwhal, and we have the pretty unicorn with the seafoam green color, and then we've got the dark blue, the Boston. So those ones will all be auctioned off during that one. I just have to get that organized with the person still. And so keep that in mind. If you are interested in any of these and you want to make sure to know when that auction is happening, whether it be a silent auction, which we've done before, or a live auction, it could be either one. So if you're interested in any of those, and you want to know when they could be happening, you can message me on Etsy, and just also make sure you're looking out on my Facebook page, and that is in the description below. I think if I didn't do it, I will. So, but that's all I have for you guys tonight. Let me check my chat really quick and make sure I didn't miss anything like super duper important. Hey, Susan. Okay. I'm so glad to hear you're in the hospital. No fevers so far. No fevers. Yes, that is what we're praying for. Continued no fevers. Now, before the surgery that I'm gonna have, I will have to have antibiotics before and after, and they haven't decided if I have to have another PICC line to do that with. I don't know. We'll see. But whatever is gonna get this thing done, taken care of, and getting rid of, I'm gonna do it. It's gotta happen. So anyways, if you have any other questions, you guys, make sure you message me. You can message me, shinelikeadiamond2019@gmail.com. You can message me on my Facebook. You can message me on Etsy. You can do it on Instagram. It might take a couple days because I'm not as good about getting on Instagram, but all of those places, you can get a hold of me, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget in the comments, you guys, to write down which one you think that me and Brandy are going to do for the Hannahthon next month, and get yourself some early points for the event, because the more points you have, the more chance you have at winning all of the things. So, yeah. All right, you guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget, as always, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and you are definitely loved more than you know. With that, keep on shining, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.